What is a consecration? Y'all, I'm Father Bryce, and I'm really excited that on Friday, May 1st, Bishop Fobb is going to consecrate our diocese to Mary, Mother of the Church. And the bishops of the United States are going to reconsecrate our country to Mary, the Mother of the Church. But what does that mean? What does it mean to be consecrated to Mary? Well, I'll be honest with you that the word consecrate actually means a few different things. We use it in different ways as Catholics. And I'd like to propose to you another word to use to describe what's going to happen. And that word is entrustment. So when we say that the bishops are going to consecrate or reconsecrate our country to the Blessed Mother, that means that we are going to, or they are going to entrust us to the Blessed Mother. What does that mean? Well, I'd like to tell you a story about my own life. When I was baptized, my parents chose a godfather and a godmother for me. Or in French, we'd call it a Parrain, my godfather, and I call her Nanny, but you might call her Nanny, or whatever you call her. A godfather, a godmother, Parrain, Nanny. And my parents entrusted me to them. Why? Like, so that they could help me to grow up. So that they could help me, especially, to know the faith, to know Jesus, to know the most important things. And so my parents, they entrusted me to my parrain and to my nanny. And you know what? I was able to see God in particular ways through them. When my parrain taught me how to field a ground ball and how to hustle while playing sports, I was able to see a particular aspect or a particular viewpoint of God through the way that my parrain loved me. My nanny, the same thing. I'm an only child, and she had a few kids, and so I would go spend the night over there like all the time. And I'd get to hang out with my cousins, and I'd get to learn what it was like to live with more people like my own age, and to, well, sometimes to fight, and most of the time to play, and to grow together. Neither of those things ever took away from the ways that my mama and my daddy loved me. No, I saw God in the ways that my mama and my daddy loved me too. And in fact, more than anybody else, because I was with them more often. But their entrusting me to my parrain, to my nanny, helped me to better see, to better know, and to better, in the end, love God. That's what an entrustment is. That's what a consecration is. Bishop Fobb, as our father, like my mama and daddy, is going to entrust us on Friday to the care of the Blessed Mother, so that looking at Mary, we might be able to more clearly see Jesus. We might be more able to live like Jesus, to love Jesus, and to love like Jesus. And you know where the first consecration or the first entrustment happened? Happened in the Bible. And you know who did the first Christian consecration to Mary? Jesus did. At the cross, as Jesus was taking the last of his breaths, what did he do? He entrusted John, his beloved disciple, to Mary. And he entrusted Mary to John. Actually, the gospel doesn't even tell us that it was John. He doesn't use his name. He says it was the beloved disciple. And one of the reasons that John says that he doesn't use his own name, but that he says the beloved disciple, is to show us that that's the example that you and I are supposed to follow. To allow ourselves to be entrusted to Mary. So this Friday, Bishop Fobb, acting as our father, Bishop Fobb, in the midst of so much suffering that we are all going through together, like Jesus suffering on the cross, is going to, in the person of Christ, entrust us to Mary. And you'll hear that over and over again in the prayer. Listen for it on Friday. Mary, we entrust to you. We entrust to you. We entrust to you over and over again. So might we, as we are entrusted to Mary, better live her virtues, better place ourselves in her care, and always, always, always focus more clearly and more deeply on Jesus.